Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada is considered the most livable city in the world in 2010. Vancouver is the third largest city in Canada with a population of almost 2 million people, and it's hosted many international conferences and events, such as the 2010 Winter Olympics and Paralympics. Vancouver is well known as an urban center surrounded by nature, making tourism its second largest industry, providing first-class service in hotels, restaurants, entertainment, and every other area of hospitality. Vancouver offers extensive opportunities to build a career in this dynamic industry. Today, for more than 100 years, Sprott Community College has helped students acquire the skills needed for satisfying and productive employment in different areas, especially in the hospitality and tourism industry.
Well, we're a little different than some of the bigger universities or colleges. First of all, we've been around for over 100 years. Our birthday we started in 1903. One of the things that we do that's a little different is we provide a lot more customer service, what we'd like to call student services. So we spend a lot of time with individual student needs. So anything a student needs, from changing their schedule, changing location, we make sure that we talk to them and take care of it. If a student's feeling lonely, they come and talk to us. We get that a lot too. A lot of international students require different needs than domestic students would, and we like to think that we provide those needs better than most of the other schools. But we do things like bowling nights, we do barbecues, we dress up for Halloween, we do potlucks. So there's a whole bunch of things that are done on top of the education, and the education is also very good. To teach, to guide, and to learn. The teach part is a standardized curriculum. So if you're a student from Japan or Saudi Arabia or Vancouver, you learn the same curriculum, you write the same test. To guide towards workforce expectations, treating our work and treating our students like they're already at work. What we try to do is make our rules at the campus match the rules that you would face in a workplace situation. And to learn from each other. We learn as much from our students as they learn from us. We have evals at the end of each course where they explain to us how they liked the course, how they disliked the course, and what they'd like to see improved upon. We treat each class like it is a business. So the first thing is you've got your students and they report to their instructor. Their instructor is their supervisor. So for example, if a student came to me and said, hey, I'm not happy with something that's going on in my class, I wouldn't say to the student, well, I will come and fix it. I would say to the student, you can't talk to me first, you should talk to your instructor first, because your instructor is your supervisor. And in the workforce, that's the chain of command. And I would say 99% of the time, the student doesn't come back and ask me, because when the student went back to the instructor, it's resolved at that level. So it's very difficult a lot of times for students to do that because they think they're complaining. Here at Sprott Shaw, we don't see it as a complaint. We see it as students asking for help.
The vision of Sprott Shaw is to leave footprints in the sand of time that positively affect the social fabric of our communities. And through this vision, Sprott Shaw has designed a hospitality and tourism management diploma.
The HTM program has basically two components. In the morning we have academic study, which is usually an ALA textbook. ALA is American Hotel and Lodging Association, and we do the kind of theoretical approach in the morning, including reading, review exercises, quizzes, and that all finishes at the end of 6 weeks with a final exam. And the students that pass that exam, they get the certificate from ALA. Then in the afternoon, we have all of our practical or practicum component. It consists of contact assignments, research assignments, occasionally job fairs, guest speakers. We go out for field trips as well, casinos, hotels, restaurants, various places that are involved in the service sector, hospitality service sector. And in addition to that, we want our students to be prepared for their work, for their actual work component. When they finish their 12 weeks of study. Typically the style of student that we're getting here in the HCM program tends to be a little bit older, maybe in their mid-20s, as opposed to ESL students who are usually in their early 20s. The type of student that has already begun maybe their university education in their own country and has taken a little bit of time off. Students that have already got some type of industry experience as well, that they've worked in restaurants or hotels or travel agencies already. So the typical student here is that they're almost bilingual, that they have work experience, that they have some previous educational experience as well. The HTM program has a wide variety of students from different nationalities. The classes tend to be considerably more mixed than ESL or TOEFL or TESOL classes. We've had students from Korea, Japan, China, Taiwan, India, Nepal, Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Serbia, France, all over. So we've had them from all continents, and essentially the one thing in common with those students is that they've already achieved a certain level of English, and they're looking for the kind of next step, and they're looking to begin their career. So that is basically it. What the HTM program offers is some essential knowledge of the hospitality service sector, as well as practical experience in the Canadian workplace, and also to gain knowledge about Vancouver itself by having field trips and so on.
What's hospitality? Well, it's the relationship between a guest and a host, or the act or practice of being hospitable. There's so many broad categories within the field, and it includes lodging, restaurants, event planning, theme parks, transportation, cruise line, and additional fields within the tourism industry.